Honorable Chief Judge of Akwa Ibom, whose office I respect, knows in her conscience that I never acted in any insolence manner, that I never disrespected the court. All I did on the 27th of July, when I announced my appearance along with my colleague Augustine to defend my client Inibehe Effiong, was simply to raise two fundamental observations. That I feel that every judicial officer in this country, with proper respect, and that every legal practitioner in this country should pay attention to. Namely, one, because when we arrived in court, my Lord had announced clearly that today his Lordship was coming in with anger, and that my Lord will not tolerate nonsense from anybody. And because we knew the antecedent of this matter, we have always accorded the court absolute respect. And then we announced appearances. Even before we announced appearances, my Lord ordered the orderly to invite into the courtroom two armed mobile police. I am not against policemen being within the court. I want to be understood clearly. Because the judiciary cannot function without the aid of the police. The police is an integral part of the administration of justice. And then I reminded the court when the policemen arrived that, my Lord, there is a pending application for recusal, urging my Lord to disqualify himself from this case on grounds of bias or likelihood of bias, which application we filed on the 23rd day of June 2022. And of course, as it has been, my Lord shouted me down, and I rested the issue and said that the court will take that application whenever the court deems fit. And of course, my Lord ordered that the continuation of examination should continue. And a certain witness for the governor, one Richard Peter, that is the name he gave the court, entered the door. And I started cross-examination. I was on about the second or third question, but the third question, when my Lord furiously and I said that with all sense of respect to the court, ordered certain savior, the reporter with Premium Times, to stand up. And he stood up. And my Lord asked him, "Who are you?" And he said he was an observer. My Lord said, "Who are you to observe the court? Are you a party to this case?" He said, "No, my Lord, I am a journalist." My Lord asked, "Are you a government journalist?" And he said, "No, I work with Premium Times." Hell was let loose. What I witnessed was unprecedented in my young and little years of practice for the 8 years I've been practicing as a lawyer. My Lord ordered his phone to be seized and the policemen to take him away. I had a responsibility, having been called to the Nigerian bar, having taken that solemn oath to defend the constitution of this country, and being myself an advocate of press freedom, and of course a citizen who knows what is and what is not right, to speak out. And I stood up. I did not confront the court. And I said, "My Lord, with proper respect, that section 36 of the Constitution guarantees publicity of trial and provides that court proceedings shall be held in public." I was not even shouting at the court. I was urging my Lord. I said, "My Lord, that I had thought that in view of that constitutional provision, that members of the public, including journalists, should be free to access the court and observe proceedings." And of course, my Lord didn't accept that. Well, maybe that was my offense. I did not before. You know, I still urged the court, and then my Lord said, "Except you are the one who brought him to tarnish my heart." And so I saw the issue at the very personal. So I invested the issue. So don't be say, "Oh," he said, "if you don't bring in the journalists at this, the court knows that never happened. No sort of process of never." And then I was about to start my cross-examination, and I turned back. Again, I saw two armed policemen with AK-47, one to my right, one to my left. This had created so much hostility. And I said, "My Lord, I have also observed the presence of two armed policemen in court. My Lord, even though I am ordinarily not intimidated by their presence, but by their being here with arms seated behind me, they have created hostility in the court, which have made it uncomfortable for me and difficult for me to proceed with the proceeding. And I pleaded with the court to excuse them. My Lord didn't accept our plea. Again, maybe that was my offense. I did not give up. But I have a duty as the lawyer to defend the cause of justice. And I said, my Lord, respectfully, I am now making it as a formal application, in which case your Lordship would have to render a decision. And I said, however, if your Lordship overrules me, I will be bound by the order of the court and I will proceed with my court determination. At that point, my Lord picked pen. My Lord started writing. You know, as the lawyer, when you are addressing the court that the court is writing, you are excited that the court is taking note of what you are saying. Unknown to me, I thought my Lord was writing what I was saying, not knowing it was my committal order to read it. The next thing I heard was, will you just step out of the bar? I stepped out of the bar. I did not fight. I stepped out. And then my Lord said, derobe yourself. And I must also say again that I did not derobe immediately. I must play the record as it is. Because I cannot derobe as a lawyer in court if I don't know a reason has not been given why I should be derobed. It is like taking away my court birth certificate. I said, my Lord, if I derobe, I can no longer address your Lordship as counsel. My Lord said, you are no longer a lawyer. I no longer recognize you because I'm sending you to prison. I didn't believe it. The next thing my Lord said was, my Lord read what my Lord had already written. You are hereby sentenced to 1 month imprisonment to be remanded at the correctional center until you report yourself of contempt. And then I removed my wig. I just stood there, and then my Lord ordered the 2 armed policemen, hold him, make sure he does not leave. Hold him, make sure he does not escape. And I told the policemen, even if I escape, people have said, where will I run to? Where in Akwa Ibom will I hide? So I told them, look, I don't have a problem. I'll follow you to prison. I will not be the first. All that I have told you is all that transpired. So those who say Inibehe does not know how to say at the court places, Inibehe was disrespecting the court. These are lies. And I say that on my honor. And I'm using this opportunity to publicly urge and appeal to my Lord, the Honorable Chief Judge of Akwa Ibom State, my Lord, the Honorable Justice to please release the closed-circuit television camera, the CCTV of that day. Because I know there is, I'm aware, to the best of my knowledge, that there is CCTV inside that courtroom. My Lord, the Chief Judge's court. Let all lawyers in Nigeria see when Inibehe pointed at the Honorable Chief Judge. Let them also see when Inibehe banged at the table. Even if I was the most insolent lawyer in Nigeria, you do not have to scandalize my name and attribute to me a conduct that never took place in court, just to justify what is clearly unjustified. So what I have told you is the truth. Any account outside what I have told you is a lie, and it will remain a lie forever. Okay.
Tell us this. We understand you freed some people.
Yes, I can announce to you that I have taken steps to secure the release of 17 inmates. 17 at the Uyo Custodial Center. In fact, one left last night. Wow. The others would have come, but you know, the authorities were concerned that people were gathering too much. So I couldn't wait. I was supposed to come out with them. And that had, we had to spend a significant and substantial amount of money to make that happen. These are people who were admitted to bail at magistrate courts. They had nobody. They have nobody to take them on bail, and they were there. In fact, the young man who left yesterday was admitted to bail. Subsequently, his charge was struck out.